Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb. And I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I won't give back up. Cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Hiding
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all want a ring, yeah, we all want to be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Which one of you, lovely tears, would like to give our recap for what happened? Doesn't have to be elaborate, and I believe Dee gave our last one, so that runs you out for this recap. I see Crittershy is slowly sinking in the seat, which means I'm volunteering Crittershy for the recap.
Come on, Val.
There's your recap.
Oh, we had a nice little wholesome episode about planting a garden, though.
Okay, but that is both Critter and Val to a T. That
Yeah.
entire that just happened.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry, just part of it is just I needed to be able to close my eyes for a bit because I'm starting to get double vision.
No, you're good.
Oof.
You don't have to have your eyes open for this. If you want to lean your head back, you are more than welcome to. I know there's extenuating circumstances, so...
Yeah. I was going to say, like, if you guys see me leaning back and closing my eyes a lot, it's not because I'm bored.
You're good. So long as you're there for the dice rolls, that's all I care about.
All right,
As
so...
long as you can look at the dice rolls, you don't have to keep your eyes open. Just listen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Close your eyes and think of home. Anyway,
Oh.
all right. Last time. Well, we all got up in the morning. Some of us were a little hungry, some of us not hungry. There were plans started regarding the construction of a beautiful garden, hopefully in the future.
with
Dee was concerned with the health of Marcus and Elizabeth. And Lydia had some bonding time, some discussions. There were purchases made, credit cards used, which reminded us how much money we've actually got to play with. Val is feeling overwhelmed by all of the newness of the century and a small space when she's used to living in the countryside in a big, giant mansion and everything. So she's feeling a little blue. And unfortunately, our miniature corgi is having a hard time dealing and is therefore hiding in their room, getting percolated, we'll say. And just when we thought we would have one relaxing night, unfortunately, it was not to be, because the bone collector and the
Shawl.
Well spoken. Love it. Yep, exactly.
Shawl.
Hey, give her a break. She was tortured at a time when the Masquerade and the Camarilla were in its infant stages.
Pretty much. All right. So the Seneschal came by to further explain a rather ominous prophecy that had been delivered to us a few episodes ago. Unfortunately, we were unable to wrap up our discussion, which hinted that maybe a certain ghoul might be up to no good, and at the very least, we are being now sent to intervene into what is probably going to be a massive shit show. Yay! Because somebody's opening their big mouth somewhere.
Yep, and that was part of the prophecy, is that their mouth was sewn shut.
And I'm done.
Excellent. I would like to note that my background may change between this and after break on account of these were filmed on 2 different nights, so bear with us. Such is the fun of living north of the border.
Yep.
As we open this evening, I need rouse checks, please.
Don't our current rouse checks carry over
that
from...
was last. Hold on.
Because we're still
no,
in the same...
right. Same night. My bad. I'm used to starting off each night fresh. So in that case, never mind. Your car that you are in drives down the street of the university area. Yes.
Before we have left, when the Seneschal leaves before us, Dee would have wanted to rush to Marcus, ask about Elijah, and try to get a hold of Elijah.
He assures you that Elijah is fine and has asked not to be disturbed for this evening.
And Elijah's just in his room?
No, Elijah's off visiting Rose.
Right. Visiting with Rose at her place. Got it.
He's currently being... He's busy.
Yeah.
If you go to text him, you get back a very curt response saying...
No, I'm not gonna text him when mention of Rose is brought up.
Good, because he would have gotten a really curt fuck off.
No, no, it's Rose. I'm not gonna mess with that.
The other thing is that while we're making our way to the vehicle, in the last session, I also want to put in that the bone collector said he was making a couple of phone calls.
Yep, absolutely.
And those phone calls are to Bethany Lestrade, yep, Tyler Hawk, and Vance Jericho.
And they each ask how they can be of service.
It'd be like, meet me at this location. And on top of that, that's also going to bring Baxter. Apologies. Jackson Baxter, who happens to be riding with Bethany Lestrade.
Yeah. A simple question is asked from each of them. Is this security detail or no?
Yes.
Will be equipped appropriately.
Thank you.
They each individually hang up the phone. And as your car moves through the outskirts of the city, the lights growing a little more frequent, you eventually find yourself trundling down what would be normally known as White Ave, heading towards the University District once you make it more into the center of the city, or center-ish of the city. The university area is naturally known for students. A lot of people milling about, people going about, I guess, their evening business, or maybe getting ready for a night out. Maybe some people are prepping for studies first thing in the morning. Your car rolls up to what appears to be a bus loop in the middle of the University District. If you look in the Discord, this is going to be the first few pictures. One moment, please. I have a dick on wheels.
Only about this much, though. Like a bullet.
They're little wheels.
2, 3, 4, 5. That is going to be your first 5 images, is the bus loop. Sitting almost right at the corner, because this goes kind of around a corner. Sitting right at the corner is a green sign sticking out of a building with what looks to be a pedway that says Hub Entrance. As your car pulls up and the driver gets out, walks around, and opens each of your doors. Looks at the bone collector. Do you need me to stay in the area, or should I make myself scarce?
Be in the area. I don't expect anything happening at this point.
You know,
as Hoyt had explained to me, that was not able to apprehend, so I don't think we're going to be doing anything but clean up here.
He nods. You have my number, and I can be here in a matter of moments.
Thank you.
You get out of the car. The driver walks back around after shutting each of the doors. Climbs back into the driver's seat, and a moment later sets off. And we open our floor to our players once again.
Does this place look closed for business or still open?
Open.
Actually, at the moment, this place appears to be, from what you can see, there doesn't appear to be many people walking by. There appears to be, well, there's people down waiting at the bus stops. This door is remarkably quiet.
I'm gonna go up and try the door. Does it open, or is it closed and locked?
The door itself is closed and locked.
Okay, so place is seemingly closed for business at the moment. What's up, Val?
Val has gotten herself a coat with a big giant hood.
Sure.
Yeah. Dee still has blue hair. And a scarf.
You want to have to dye it again? Maybe we could shave it.
She would also have her mask on.
You hear people yelling at one another. You hear people kind of laughing. Every once in a while, somebody walks by you, heading kind of down and around the curve, both ways. Seems fairly busy for a Sunday night.
Dee looks over to Bone Collector. So, where do we need to go from here?
We wait.
Say that again?
We wait.
Okay.
I know someone who owns this place. Well, knows the owner.
Oh. Well then. That's a nice perk.
As you are speaking, the door behind you clicks and is pushed open. And a familiar face, Bone Collector, greets you at the door. Pleasure meeting you again.
Hello, Tyler. How are you?
Oh, you know, another day, another dollar.
I also want to put in that Elizabeth.
The only thing
You
running
went
through
to-
my mind right now is where's Jerry? The rat. Tyler had a rat named Jerry when I was in my cell.
No,
and I tried
that was
punching
my...
him in the face.
Jerry's my rat.
Oh, where's Jerry?
At home.
I'm so mad.
Do you want to get a pet rat at some point?
I just want something, okay? I'm bored and I need a project, and my project got taken from me, so now I got nothing.
You have a project.
All right, let's storm the castle. All right.
This is a mall.
I'm just looking at Tyler. Elizabeth is just looking at Tyler like, hello. Still mad at you.
Don't be
Tyler
mad at him.
Oh, I'm still mad at you too.
Are you guys gonna stand out here bickering all night, or did you want access to the building?
We want access. Thank you, Tyler.
You know, it's sorry to cut this short, but, you know, time is money.
All right, let's go.
Time is of the essence at this point.
I don't need to know.
What I do need...
You what?
What I do need to know, Tyler, is your man on the security team right now?
Yep.
Can we get access, please?
Yeah, I can make that happen. If anybody asks, you weren't here.
Thank you.
He nods. As you walk in through the door, he locks it up behind you. Walking up the cement stairs of this building. It's a bit of a... almost reminds you of kind of a modern take on a spiraling staircase up like a level or two, leading into a fork in an inner pedway tunnel. One goes left, one goes left, one goes straight ahead. The one to the left leads off to a more darkened hallway. The one straight ahead actually leads into the mall proper, which is literally just a line with stores and tiled floor. Goes up about 4 or 5 floors on either side. You can tell these are probably like storage rooms, or they might be really cushy apartments for students, or they might be like stuff for janitorial work in the university. And this hallway goes on for what seems like forever. It's going to take you a hot minute to walk it.
Holy crap.
And this road, or this path, is lined on both sides with stores. You have, well, at the side you're starting with, the Christian Fellowship. You've got gift shops, you've got restaurants, you've got jewelers, you've got tax places, you've got a place for books, you've got bank machines and like actual tellers, and it just keeps on going.
Are we hearing anything particular by now? Commotion, yelling, people in distress, or people talking about the crazy guy yelling about vampires?
Intelligence plus investigation, please. Also, one moment, I have to double check some information here.
I would like to roll Aspect for heightened senses for sound.
It is a free ability. You are more than welcome to do so as you start pushing this blood through your system.
I'd like to also use all specs for sight.
Okay, you start pushing your blood through your system and channeling that.
6.
You don't have to roll me a rouse check for that. It's a free ability.
Okay.
Yep, so we just roll our normal stuff with our normal hunger die thing.
That only comes if there's something that maybe interferes with your sense. I'm going to start playing this as should be instead of trying to anticipate.
Right, so I got 1 hunger dice then.
You don't have to roll me just yet.
Good.
Okay.
Ignore that.
Elizabeth, as you stand there concentrating, the noises of the mall intensify for a moment. At first, it's quiet. And then you start to hear voices from either side going all the way up to the roof. Going all the way up to that, like, top floor. You hear people cleaning up from rather hectic work days. And you can hear all the way down to the other end. Things really start to intensify for you. D. For you, you're able to pick up ants off of the floor. You're able to pick up people walking down at the other end. You're able to pick up shadows moving on the wall that Kine might not normally be able to pick up. Be lucky it wasn't smell that you chose. Consider yourself lucky, rather.
Yeah. I don't think I want to smell what's going on in here.
One of the things, Elizabeth, that starts to get your attention, just the little sounds that wouldn't normally bother, soon start to overwhelm, almost. They grow in intensity.
What are these
almost
sounds?
Blaringly so. One moment. You can now roll me your wits and resolve that you were so eager to roll earlier.
Do you want my rolls or wait a bit?
Are you using heightened senses?
Nope. I was just using. You asked me to use.
Right, your investigation and your intelligence. What did
Yeah.
you roll?
So my hunger die is a 1. Sorry, a 9.
Yep.
And then I have 2 10s, 1 8, and 2 6s. And then 2 5s.
So 7
that's-
successes, 2 fails.
Yeah.
You don't notice anything right off the bat, at least not from where you are. There's kind of an odd air that hangs over this place that probably shouldn't be here for university students, but other than that, you can't quite put a finger on it. Elizabeth, what did you roll?
My hunger dice was a 1.
Ha ha! Okay.
Yeah. And then my other 4 was a 4, a 2, a 7, and a 6. We're not doing too hot.
No, you're not.
It's only 1 success, yeah?
2.
2
2
successes.
successes.
For the time of day, for the people moving around, for the clattering of the people working behind the gates in this mall to clean up their dishes from the rough day at the restaurants, getting ready to close up their shops. It's a din almost too much to bear, and you can hear that voice in the back of your head. I don't like it. I don't like it. And you can just feel a little piece of you start to get really annoyed with this place. As for a moment, you lose control of your faculties.
Oh my.
Almost sharp and painful. Your move.
Renee.
The rest of you just see her freeze as she channels her hearing for a moment. And you can see her eyes flash. You can see the teeth in her mouth sharp.
Shit. Because I still have my senses of sight up, do I see anybody coming our way, or is there anybody close by, or are we just otherwise alone in this particular spot?
You know what? We're going to find out. One moment, please, because your fate is left in the hand of a dice roll. Dragon. D, my dear, looking around, noticing... Thank you. Noticing the state that Elizabeth seems to be in at the moment, you take a look around for any, maybe, sight of danger.
Or sightings.
Or
Sight of
sightings.
Yeah.
You don't find anything at the moment.
Okay. So, I'm going to go up to Elizabeth. Gently try to get her attention. Elizabeth, you okay? Elizabeth, look at me.
I overdid it.
Okay. What?
You're having trouble hanging on to yourself.
What part of your senses?
Hearing.
And I cover her ears with the palms of my hands.
That just makes everything worse.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna step out
Okay.
for a minute and come back.
Do you want me with you?
I stop.
That's not a good idea.
Look.
Yeah.
Turn around. And face Elizabeth now. Looking her dead in the eyes. And as I do, ST,
Yep.
have Elizabeth roll wits and resolve.
What are you attempting to do?
Dominate cloud memory.
Roll me a wits and a resolve, please, and add your, I believe you have an ability that affects your mind, yes? That allows you to resist.
I have unswayable mind, yeah.
Yes, add your dice for that as well. Thank you. That words are hard.
Fortitude. Your fortitude.
Mm-hmm.
So your wits resolve and your fortitude get added to your dice pool.
Don't forget to add your hunger dice.
Correct.
Right, so that's so that's 6 dice. One of them being hunger.
Yep. Don't fuck this up.
Trying my best, okay?
You got this! I believe in you!
Okay, that's a little better. The hunger dice was a 7. Oh, thank God.
Okay, so you don't rouse your hunger.
And then we got a 5, a 6, a 1, a 10, and a 7.
Oh.
2 fails, 2 successes. That is a critical fail and a critical success.
And
Or sorry, just a regular success.
So here's my roll, because that was my contested roll.
Yep.
Which with this charisma dominate, and my dominate's 2, my charisma's 3. I have 0 hunger. I just rolled 2 10s, an 8 and an 8 and a 2.
Yeah, that's not a problem for you, Bone Collector. What are you doing?
Essentially, I'm telling her beast straight through her eyes, stop.
It freezes. You just... One moment, your emotions are all over the place. You're not sure you're going to be able to hold yourself back from letting loose. You feel like... It's almost like a really bad anxiety attack for you, where your beast can cause some serious damage. And then a moment later, you hear... Stop! And it echoes throughout your mind, throughout your head. And that feeling freezes, allowing you to, for just a moment, regain control of yourself.
Duration is indefinitely.
Understood.
What was that?
Me taking control of the situation. You ready now?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. And we continue towards the security room.
You move down the tiled hall, turning down one of the back hallways. A moment later, your three kind of nod as you walk up. And as you head into the security room, they stay posted outside of the door. They know their place. All 4 of you crammed into this little tiny office with Tyler as he turns on his machines and whatnot and plays back what he assumes you're here for, is the incident of the man screaming up and down the hallway.
Yeah.
That'd be correct.
Can't
We need to know who is. We also need to know who witnessed it. We just need to interview him.
From what I can tell, and from what you guys can see on the tapes that corroborate this, there were 2 people in the building at the time, at least in this part of the building, or that bothered to stop and look. Both of them were sitting at a table enjoying a meal as this individual starts running. 1 second. Get off the counter, you little shit. As this guy starts running, this guy in a 3-piece suit starts running down the hall. He's screaming and yelling, and after a moment, he just freezes. He grabs his head, and he starts yelling. The 2 at the table stop and look at him. They start talking for a moment. Can't quite make out what. And a moment later, they turn back to their table and they continue eating. This guy's there for probably a solid 20 minutes. Screaming and yelling.
Are we able to get a good look at the guy on the tape now?
Not from this angle.
We able to get a better look at the 2 at the table.
One of them, short, shaggy brown hair, wearing a green top and blue jeans. The other one, black hair and an almost ankle-length gothic dress. I gave you a basic description. You don't even know what it looks like yet.
It's a gothic dress. I like that dress.
Fair point.
Dee's gothic little heart would be like, I need that dress.
You gothic bitch.
One of us. One of us.
The one in the gothic dress has blue silverish eyes.
Like naturally so, or supernatural?
Bluish silver, yeah. They're like a really light blue, almost bordering on silver.
That's pretty good cameras. This is pretty good security cameras to get that kind of detail.
It's the university.
They can afford that good shit.
Yeah.
The university in this area, a bit of background lore, runs the main hospital in this city. If you need extensive surgery, University of Alberta is where you're going to end up. It serves all of Alberta for major complicated surgeries, to the point where they have several helipads on top of this university.
It's also attached to the Children's Hospital for the entire province.
Correct. The university, the adults hospital, and the children's hospital are all connected by a system of pedways. And when I say this is the main hospital, I mean when you walk in the main doors, you can look up 6 floors and see the sky with offices on all sides.
Holy shit.
It's also connected to the LRT system by pedway as well. They have money.
All right.
And Tyler looks at you.
Bethany, open up your bag. Give me my laptop, please.
She nods and hands it over.
So just to reiterate, he was walking along, no problem, clutched his head. What?
He was running through this building, screaming.
And then stopped to stand in a spot for 20 minutes.
He doubled over.
So he ran, doubled over,
He was
ran screaming,
Yep.
doubled over, screamed some more.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was he screaming the same thing
Yes.
before?
Well,
Okay. Okay.
What was he screaming the same phrase over and over again?
Screaming something about vampires, about bloodsuckers, about people trying to control the world from the shadows. People trying to take control and manipulate events. World events, specifically.
I am first going to make 2 separate rolls. Intelligence it's wits and technology specializing hacking. I'm going to be hacking the local police database, which 0 hunger is good. If you were wondering what my night was like.
He had fun.
He's going to be watching Bone Collector as he does his thing, because her specialty in science is computers. And he's like, yeah.
He's engineering. She's watching him proxy right now. 16 level proxy.
So I'm actually going to get D to make us an intelligence and sciences roll.
Mm-hmm.
The minute we walked into that computer place, I didn't know shit.
Yeah.
D's just got to look at there with glazed eyes, man.
Yeah. Well, the minute we all walk into a computer store, D's gone.
Yep. Or Valerie, rather.
7.
No, Val's gone in a different sense.
Yeah.
D's gone because you lost her in the store.
So we're going to cut to, as you guys are making your rolls, we're going to cut to Elizabeth. What are you doing?
I'm just watching this, but I have absolutely no idea what's going on because technology isn't my thing.
Fair.
I'm just sitting and, like, I don't know, I'm just still in awe of what just freaking happened with my beast. Kind of embarrassed, but also, like, just, like, sitting there like, oh, that happened. That felt real weird. But also, wow, all this is going on with the technology. That's cool as heck.
My rolls.
Oh,
My
no.
hunger dice was a 3. The rest of it for my intelligence and the rest of the science thing. I got a 1, a 9, and a 4.
1, a 9, and a 4. You can kind of follow along with the bone collector, but there's certain things that you don't understand that he's doing.
I'm still catching up with the last 5 years of technological advances.
You're good?
Want to know what I rolled
I
for
do.
hacking? A 7, a 6, a 9, 2 10s, 2 7s.
Hold on. 2 10s, 2 7s. Okay.
Technically 3 7s. Okay, so there's 3 7s, 1 6,
Okay, hold
1 9,
3 7s, 1 6, 1 9.
2 10s, and a 3.
That's 9 successes. The local police department's security system is like putty in your hands.
Awesome. Now I get
You
to
know how to
roll.
Dee's just watching this. Like, what the fuck?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for investigation on these 2 new people.
The 2 new people? Okay.
There's
Roll away.
2 descriptions. And he's using the database to his benefit. But it's through investigation he has to do it. So here we go. Seven. 2 1s. A 10. A 6. A 9. A 7. Let's see here. Okay, so 7. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. 7 successes.
They're spotless.
They have 0 history with, not even with, like, I'll be dead honest. I thought Canada did this as well as the U.S. They fingerprinted children.
Some of them do, some of them don't. For instance, my fingerprints are in the database because my parents did that. Some parents don't do that.
Did they
It's
not?
optional.
It's optional up here.
Okay. So they did not. Their parents did not.
Correct.
All right.
Anything in the school databases at this university?
We don't even know if they are.
It doesn't hurt to check.
All I gotta do is, all right. And this isn't even with blood, thank fuck. Take that back. There is one thing I need to do.
What's that?
Obfuscate Ghost in the Machine.
Okay. Details?
I will read that to you.
Yep. Appreciate it.
Okay. Obfuscate Ghost in the Machine. The user can now transmit the effects of Obfuscate through electronic media, allowing the vampire to appear invisible or masked when viewed live on screen, or and if an observer views the image later, as in a photograph or a recording. The effect lessens the image seems slightly blurred, making identification hard. In addition, automated surveillance has a tendency to glitch in the presence of the vampire, lessening their chance of being caught by automated systems. No additional cost. Think
Okay.
I don't even have to roll. That's just something that just exists. All right, so I don't have to do that. Not even a rouse check on that.
Okay.
That just is a thing. Just wanted to put that out there. But I will go ahead and hack into not one, not two. How many colleges are in Edmonton?
How many colleges? So we've got the U of A, which is the University of Alberta. We've got MacEwan University. We've got Norquest College. We've got MC College. I'm sure there's a couple of other smaller colleges around. I just can't remember the names of them.
He's coding branches, which is Wits and Wits technology hacking again.
Yeah.
Which gives. There we go.
Yeah.
And he's going to hack into the entire cloud.
Okay.
Not as stellar.
What'd you get? You need a success of 6 for that. Because you're dealing with multiple buildings.
I'm lucky.
Institutions, whatever. You what?
I'm lucky. It's not as good, but I got 2 1s. Well, maybe not too lucky.
How many successes?
5.
That's not going to cut it. Coupled with those 1s.
All right, I'm gonna willpower those 3.
Okay. Reroll. Please.
So
hold on.
might want to mention.
The ones weren't.
Yeah.
You have no hunger dice, so that's good. Okay.
Yep, and it's only up to 3.
Okay.
And I will need that. So I had 5 successes.
This is how willpower works.
Yep, 2 more successes.
That'll do it.
Awesome. Now we're on the database with the images. Again, that is investigation and resolve, which is 10 die.
Yeah. Bear
0
with us,
hunger.
folks. As the Bone Collector works some of his magic.
And he's just like awestruck, just lost
Yep.
watching.
You count up your successes for me. We'll come back to you in a moment. Elizabeth, what's going through your mind? You're muted.
We're still just
Chilling.
taking everything in.
Yep.
That's literally all we're doing. Yeah. And then just again, just thinking back to what happened before, just like the fuck was that? wait. Think like inner monologue just turns around, just goes, "You feeling better now?" To like
You just hear a snarl. It's caged, but you hear a snarl.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. Turns around, just refocuses on the scene of I don't know what the hell is going on. They did not teach me this in residency. Like,
Valerie,
Yeah.
let's go through your mind.
Oh, look, pretty lights.
Cool. We'll cut back to the Bone Collector, and then we will get to other things here. What have you got?
I really am running out of steam, though,
Yep.
guys.
No, I appreciate that. Bear with us.
2 10s, 2 9s, 2 8s, and a 7, and then
Good
1
enough.
5, 1 4 and 1 3.
Good enough. What are you doing?
Running if they were ever in this city as college students.
Nope.
Fuck.
This is going to take a little bit more of a skilled sleuth to find out.
Ooh, wait. They were eating something at this place, right?
They were sitting
were.
at a particular table.
They were eating a meal, yes.
So that means they probably purchased something there. Is there a way, a bone collector, that you can look up the databases to see if any recent transactions around that particular time to see if you can find names?
This mall does not have that kind of information. This mall only sublets the places.
Fortunately, it's closed circuit.
What's up?
Question.
Yes.
After the witnesses left, does anybody else sit at their table?
From what you can see, no.
Could I please go touch the table?
It's up to you guys.
If I go touch the table, I can do the same thing that I did with Lydia's necklace.
That is true.
Actually, did they eat something?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
Find a napkin.
Okay. Well, yeah, not anything that they would have touched.
It's been a couple of days at this point. The napkins would be gone.
It's been a few days.
It's been a couple of
just
days.
Okay. Since this incident happened.
Yep.
It's worth a try.
I mean, tables will still work at least.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Fuck, why didn't I even think of this? Just hacking into Meta.
Hey. Yeah. See if anybody posted any Instagram pictures or meta pictures with the food. Right?
You happen to find...
Meta.
Go ahead.
So Meta not only covers Facebook, it covers Snapchat.
Yep.
And Twitter.
Make me a roll.
Well, not Twitter. Yeah, no, it does. It does fall under Twitter.
What about Instagram?
And Instagram, Reels specifically.
Make me a roll.
So glad that there's 16 proxies in this motherfucker.
Does the security footage actually showcase the couple taking out their phones at any point?
Nope. Which is odd. Most people, most kind, can't actually resist reaching for their phones at least a time or two per meal. In most cases these days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll something.
They don't reach for them once.
I'm gonna roll something.
Hmm.
And it's not gonna be for Bone Collector.
We are going to have to wrap up here shortly, so at least for this session. So, make your roll.
Yep. Bethany's rolling Wits Occult.
Okay.
And that is my
What
apologies.
is she trying to determine?
She is determining whether or not this is kindred lore aspect in regards to the two that didn't even pull out their phones when something crazy was happening right in front of them.
And they just kind of went about their business for that last 20 minutes. Now I'll just let this happen.
Quick question. Did the incident happen during the day or during the night?
In the evening.
Like after sundown?
Yep.
Four, 5, 6, 7 successes with two. That's 7 successes. And on top of that, with her 2 hunger, Yep, 7 successes because none of the successes were on hunger die. 7 successes.
As far as she can tell, they are just human.
Not ghouls.
Or vampires.
Not that she can tell.
And at this point, that's what we're going to have to do. We have to find these two.
And with that, we're
They
sorry, go ahead.
They have information. They have information. These are our first prime targets.
And with that, we are actually going to cut to break.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing. Won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. do, so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move, so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I'm gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable. Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages, a vacant modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Taking shots at the enemy, I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock, electronic, blow the sonic roof up. I'm too honest when I take a few shots. They're too toxic, need to take the noose off. And you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
You are not as tough as
you never guess. I don't slack, don't lose, learn your lesson yet. When I get to choose what I do, I'm like a weapon. I'm not sharp as many, but got hard. I'm ready to change scars to envy, to win large and plenty. I like to play fast, never change back. Calling out, I'll pay back, cause I'm great at that. Oh, you cannot save me, cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots.
you are not as tough though.
Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots, who are not as tough as me. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots, who are not as tough as me. I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, I'm losing shit. A stupid myth, you choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
And then Dee sitting there like, profits.
We could make so much money.
Yes.
Yeah. If you hit the right contacts, you don't even have to hide how you know it.
Oh, and here's the kicker. It's still considered a dead language because the person who knows it's dead.
That's nice.
Until other people start to speak it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, well, they'd have to also be living.
Are we ready?
Wait, it might be cool if Valerie was able to teach the other characters like her dead language, because then we could have like a secret code.
I was actually thinking about that.
Because then like nobody else speaks it anymore, so like they can't even really look it up, can they?
Nope.
There's, as far as
yeah!
I'm aware, there is no written record of it either.
I just like I'm sorry that I'm like taking over like y'all's like beautiful giant storyline with I want to garden and learn a new language.
I think it's
And
great.
go on dates at the mall.
You know what?
Elizabeth just
know-
wants some normalcy. That's not a bad thing.
You know what?
Elizabeth. What?
I think we have a role-playing point here for somebody if they want to actually bring it up and role-play it out. See where it goes.
There's a weed in the garden. What do you do?
Hey,
All right.
Elizabeth, earlier you seemed a little upset about us getting a helping hand with the garden that you're wanting. Everything okay?
Fucking bony, my fucking garden. I'm fucking mad.
I'm gonna bring in Inky and Blinky and let them help in the garden. They're great at digging.
Yeah, but just make sure they don't shit in the plants.
Hey,
I can't
free
make
compost.
promises like that.
No, cat feces is not good compost. No.
I don't think that's what he meant.
No.
Alright, so. Love the discussion. We're going to get ready to play them. And for you guys,
Okay.
just this isn't going to be in the actual episode itself, but just to refresh your minds because it has been a week. What happened last week?
One second.
I don't know.
Okay, so Ottilie was being super moody and mean and really just like rude to everybody and just staying in her room like, God, this isn't a phase, Mom, this is the real me type deal. And then Valerie is clan baiting and kind of just like stuck because of all the clutter in her room, so she's like, I want a bigger one. The Bone Collector went to talk with a Seneschal. Leia, who is now the blood buddy of Ottilie, was like, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Val, Dee, and Elizabeth make a plan for a garden. The Bone Collector, the Seneschal, and the Seneschal's bodyguard walk in. Then we had a lot of tech issues. The vision that the Seneschal had about the ghoul apparently has a stitched mouth and a 3-piece suit. And all of us were like, how, like, that has to be, like, some sort of, like, allegory or, like, imagery. There's no fucking way. And then the Bone Collector gets a phone call about a guy in a 3-piece suit going freaking nuts at the mall. So we had to go. So we go to the Hub Mall, and we meet up with Tyler, who is the one who, like, punched me before, and I'm still mad. He lets us in. I lose my shit. The Bone Collector finds it. And then the Bone Collector and his crew start hacking into the system, but then Val keeps going, I want to touch the table. Let me touch the table. And all of us are like, let her touch the table! And then we all got 25 points.
I like that. I'm just going to say, I like that line. I lost my shit, and then the Bone Collector found it.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Marli, check your DMs, please. And we will be getting started here in a moment.
I can't share my ice cream brim. There's chocolate. It will kill you, you dumb bird.
Can we play out this thing?
We're about to. We're about to visit a table.
I love you like a table.
Oh no, you're a bird. It's a dumbass.
Okay, but see,
okay.
I can love you like a door.
I called him a shit nugget the other day.
I see my proficiency with languages rubbing off a little bit. Anyways. And we're back. Through the magic of editing, it is now daytime. Surprise. Anyways.
Not in game, out of game is daytime.
Behind me, it's daytime.
I was just making sure that the audience knew when coming back from break that it's not daytime for the characters, it's only daytime for the players.
So, we find you leaving the security office. Also, I apologize for any noise. It's warm as shit here, so I have my ACU running in the background. I will try and mute myself as much as possible.
Same.
Same.
We find you leaving the security office, where the bone collector attempted to hack into databases, the security system, as he does, and getting really frustrated with his tech. You find a couple of individuals were sitting at a table within this long strip of a courtyard. This long strip of a kind of a hallway, or it's basically a long stretch of building. They didn't really seem too fazed by this individual who was screaming and yelling, apparently about vampires, or those that, you know, weren't exactly alive. The man being dressed in three-piece suit might have been a bit of an odd sight, but they didn't really seem fazed by it. And our party, having gotten the bright idea to go feel up the table, we now find in the courtyard across from a food station. I think it's a Subway, actually.
I'd like the footlong, please.
I bet you would.
Subway, eat flesh.
Chad.
So we now find you guys standing around this table that these two individuals were sitting at, completely unfazed. And we open the floor to our group.
I am just looking at the amount of dice that I'm going to need in order to touch the table and sense the table.
And what are you attempting to use?
I believe it's called Spirit's Touch. It's a 4th level aspects. Costs 1.
By touching an inanimate object on the ground at a location, the vampire can sense the emotional residue left by those who have handled that object or visited the location in the past. The user gains insight into not only that person, but also to what was done and under what circumstances. While rarely crystal clear, the information often provides leads impossible to gain from regular forensics and deduction. This is going to make... This is going to get... I'm going to get you to make a rouse check for this.
9.
9? Congratulations, you do not rouse your hunger. Your dice pools are intelligence and aspects, please.
It's going to take a bit. Hold on.
Okay, let me see here. One moment while we count an insane amount of dice. Watch, the camera's turning off, you're flipping the screen around.
Apologies.
Oh, sorry about that.
You're good. What happened?
The internet in my house died. Because all my roommates are texting our group chat like, what happened to the internet? And I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, shit. Well, I mean, we can continue on the phone until you can get things worked around. Sorry, I didn't realize that was your internet cutting out.
Yeah, I was like, why is nobody moving? Yep. Okay. Are we all good? Are you set?
Yeah.
We're just counting up dice.
Okay.
And they have been counted.
Okay.
So
let's start with everything under 6. And let's start with your
1.
hunger dice first.
Okay, hunger dice is an 8.
Okay. Let's start with everything under 6.
There's only 1 under 6, and it's a 4.
Okay.
And so after that, we have an 8, a 9, 4 7s, and a 6.
4 7s.
Plus the 8. That's the hunger dice.
So 7 successes altogether, 1 fail.
Yes.
So I want you to kind of paint this scene for me. Tell me what's going on. What's going through your mind. Tell me just kind of your emotional state, the information that you're looking for. Just paint the scene for me.
The place is pretty empty right now, right?
Yes. This is generally, at the moment, after hours.
Okay, so I'm going to sit at the table, not touching it yet, and I don't want to carry any biases into this. Like any preconceived notions that I might have about what this could be, I don't want that to influence what I'm actually going to be looking for, because I know there's a chance that other people have messed around in here, and I'm worried about getting like lots of different signals to begin with. But I'm specifically going to be looking for those two, whatever they were. Whether their presence of mind at the time, like, you know, were they expecting that? Were they bored by it? Was it a spectacle and they were just really good at hiding it? Were there any kind of like were they there expecting to see this? And hopefully gain some sort of clue as to maybe where they were going after this, or if they were associated with any groups that I could possibly know, is kind of what I'm hoping to get out of here. And then we're just going to take the gloves off and slap both hands on that table and close them eyes and see what pops.
As you do, the immediate area around you starts to fade a little bit. A little disconcerting, almost like being pulled out of your mind for a moment, and moving a little more fluidly into not quite a memory, but something close. And as you look around, people are walking up and down the area, walking up and down the pathway between the shops. You find yourself at this table with actually these two individuals. And echoing through your mind is a very curious sensation. It's almost like somebody's playing music. It's like an echo in the back of your mind, like it's been burned into your mind. It's some sort of heavy rock music.
Would I be able to remember the tune? Like, is it rememberable or is it like ephemeral?
It's more just an impression. It's almost the impression that you get is that somebody's basically taken a couple of earbuds, put them in their ear, and cranked the volume up to full. As you look around, and you look down at these two individuals, you see that one of them is sitting in front of an open book. The other one seems to be staring at a tablet or some sort of screen in their hand.
What does the book say?
The book? It's actually one of Carl Sagan's books.
How do you spell that last part?
Carl Sagan? Sagan.
The tablet, is it a obvious make? Does it have any sort of like decals, stickers, anything that makes it look different than
Nope,
your
just a
run-of-the-mill?
standard tablet.
What about their faces? Can I see those?
You can't get a clear enough impression of their faces.
Anything other around them or about on their persons that sticks out?
Anything on their person?
Yeah.
They appear to be just another couple of people sitting down, kind of doing their thing. As you're looking, though, you do happen to notice the screen of the tablet lit up, and there are words on it. A lot of words, actually.
Can I read it?
Yep, you absolutely can.
What do it say?
It is a piece of the smuttiest fan fiction you have ever seen.
Is it good?
I mean, all things considered, generally yes.
I mean, I'll read to the end of the page.
You read down through the end of the page, might get a few ideas. There's nothing really that stands out. You do get to the impression, though, that, like I said, these individuals are human. They just seem to be thoroughly distracted by their surroundings.
Is Shouting Man here yet?
He is. He's down the hall a little bit. You can also hear him screaming and yelling. It's indistinct, muffled, almost as if the music is interfering with what can be heard.
Okay. I'll let the scene continue.
That's pretty much it for what you're picking up.
Like they don't like what? So what? Like as he runs by, like there's no real reaction from them other than
really.
Some crazy man. They can't really hear what's going on.
There is no reaction from them. They're both invested in what they're doing.
Yeah. How about when they leave?
When they leave, you actually don't get that far as the scene starts to fade.
Okay.
And a moment later, you find yourself plopped right back into the middle of this courtyard street, this hallway, amongst your friends with the bone collector, with your hands firmly flat on the table.
Big disappointed sigh. Well, that was a thorough waste of time.
What happens?
Oblivious humans. So absorbed in themselves that they heard and saw virtually nothing except what was right in front of them. Surprise.
Was that on purpose? Like, I don't know if you could sense if someone was maybe beat us here and made shielded them from that.
I would have to try something else in order to figure that out, and I would only be able to figure that out if I had them physically. Like, I would only be able to see if they had been interfered with, if they were right in front of me.
Okay.
But from everything that I can gather, they're both just very into reading.
Mm.
And
What about the music? Okay.
It was so loud that it covered everything around them.
So our perceived witnesses aren't witnesses at all.
Nope.
No, they were engrossed in the technologies they had in front of their faces, earbuds and everything, it's sounding like.
Okay.
Well,
less
that's actually
check than-
quite fortunate in this case.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if that being the case, I mean, you still have to go find him.
Yeah. Ask them, like, what they actually saw or were able to hear at least, but...
Well, the only way that's going to happen is if we find them, and I didn't get anything here that'll help us with that.
Mm.
Well, I suppose we should see if we can't get a certain puppers to do so.
Yeah.
You'd have to pry her out of our room for that.
I'm a text Ottilie.
I will. No worries. I'll do it.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a bit more pressing if I do it.
Okay.
So you pull out your phone, and you send off a text message. What are you saying?
Dear Ottilie.
So formal.
Dear puppy.
Fine. You know what? Dear... What kind of dog is that now?
Corgi.
Dear Corgi Ottilie. Stop.
Just stop, okay? Just stop.
Please come to the mall. Your expertise are needed, not the chaos. Stop.
Are you going to specify which mall?
The hub. Stop.
You don't have to say stop every time you end a sentence, dude.
No, keep doing
Alright,
it.
fine, period.
Keep doing it.
Yeah. Just like the mall, stop. The hub, stop.
Please lower your heightened senses and the influences you've been taking. At present, you are needed with a clear mind. Stop. Enter. Sand.
I pull out my phone, just like everyone can see it, but I'm trying to be sneaky, like on my side, and I text Lydia like, please get your sister a full meal and a Gatorade, please. Love.
Need you now.
Love, Liz. Heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji.
While she's doing that, there's still another text going through by the bone collector. Get dressed, be presentable, hide your ears. You're going to be in public. Best behavior, Dad.
Oh, that's not fair. That's playing card.
Okay, so.
That's low.
Wait, what?
So.
Bone collector, why did you refer to yourself as Dad?
Because I'm already bony enough.
Okay, then.
I have dad issues, okay?
Oh, goodness.
Right, so, Ottilie.
E.
What are you doing at the moment? You're back at the house.
Yeah.
What are you doing at the moment?
Sulking like a teenager.
You don't know that.
Actually, no. I had decided that instead of trauma dumping on Leah, we were going to do something that was fun and educational for both of us. We have been doing monster movie marathon for 2 weeks. That's why we won't leave the room, because Leah had this absolutely brilliant idea that we should see if I can do what they can do, because that makes vampires less scary. and it also helps us to bond. So we're picking all kinds of movies every single day and going through them, and then I try to copy whatever we see the monsters on TV do.
So, what movie are you watching now?
We are watching Frankenstein's Castle of Freaks.
Excellent. So,
You know what? That's actually kind of fucking genius.
so you are partway through this movie, Ottilie. Your phone goes off with a text notification from the Bone Collector. Leah looks over at you. She's actually right now curled up next to you, with her eyes glued to the screen.
I would be too. It's a really good movie. I'm going to respond. First, I'm going to look at Leah and be like, okay, we have two options. One, I get presentable. I go, you finish the movie, but keep in mind all the ideas of what you want me to try when I get back. Or we stop the movie and you actually leave the room because for some reason everyone thinks you're captive here. You're really just fun. So, what do you want to do?
I mean...
Either way I'm leaving. Like, either way I'm going. But
I mean, it would
one, you know, you watch the movie, the other you don't.
I mean, it would be kind of unfair to watch the rest of the movie without you.
Yeah, we're about to get to the really good fire scene.
Fine. I'll stop the movie. I'll figure out something to do.
Well, I think you still have a sibling here. Like, I think that might be something nice, you know.
Could go bug the shit out of my sister for a bit.
That is what siblings are for. Literally why they exist.
Okay, so in the spirit of having hung out with you for the last 2 weeks, I'm going to go make myself as annoying as possible for my sister.
I agree with this. I'm gonna go get ready and go to a mall because apparently I'm not supposed to be in animal form in public.
Have fun! She gets up and walks out of the room.
I'm gonna get ready and de-animalize myself for a little bit.
Can I ask you a question? Do you bother to respond to the Bone Collector at all?
When I'm walking out the door, that's when I'll be like, forgot to tell you on the way.
How long does it take you to get ready?
I'm really fast and small, so it only takes a few minutes.
Oh, and Bone Collector, your phone goes off. You just see, forgot to tell you I'm on my way.
Marvelous.
Marvelous, darling, marvelous.
Marvelous.
Okay. Enter, dash, Scully emoji. Send.
Good job. We're getting
dog emoji, reply.
all the while for D just watching this from Bone Collector, like in her head, the teacher is a fucking tech illiterate.
Gives the emoji of this hand with a bone and a little jump and toss.
You are getting that #1 dad mug for Father's Day.
Yup. And it's gonna be one of those gothic dad mugs with the bones on it.
We're gonna have the skeleton hands doing the heart.
The world's greatest undead father.
Yep.
World's greatest not dad.
So, we're going to move ahead a little bit. I'm going to shift forward probably about half an hour to 45 minutes.
Oh, did Lydia respond to me?
She did not.
Oh, shit.
About half an hour later, you just get a text that says, "Oh my god, she won't stop. Send help."
I am just gonna respond back with the gif of SpongeBob, like, going, like, out of Mr. Krabs' office.
Oh my gosh.
We'll talk about this when you get home, dear. The word dear is actually italicized. You have no idea how she did it through text.
Just gonna text Marcus. Hey, if there's any bullshit that goes on between the sisters, get video.
This is the one moment where I wish we still had flip phones, because I could just really, like, in an attitude, just go,
You get a thumbs up from Marcus.
oh, we don't! So I just, like, shut
You get a thumbs up from Marcus.
Oh yeah. Devil smiley emoji.
I'm pretty sure I forgot my phone at the house.
So,
it's alright.
Ottilie. You managed to make your way to the university campus. This is the University of Alberta. You managed to make your way to campus. You find the hub mall. So if you look in the Discord, in the, I think it's official lore, there's a bunch of pictures that I posted. This is the hub mall. The outside is actually right next to the university bus loop for the U of A, right? You get to the hub mall, not a problem. It's getting in that's a problem for you, because the door has been locked. This area is fairly quiet at the moment. Not a lot of people walking around. There's the occasional bus coming down, but there's not really a lot going on here at the moment. Not really a lot of people. There might be security cameras, but...
Hey, Bone Collector, does Tyler know to let Ottilie in?
Hold on. Ottilie, what are you doing?
So under stealth, I have break in.
What are you attempting to do?
Okay, so the first thing I want to do is my silence of death, just so I'm super quiet.
One moment, please.
Let me just pop that sheet.
Where did it go? Well, basically, it gets rid of all sound that you make. But just you. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me double check. That is first level. That I believe does not require a rouse check.
Yeah, so far it hasn't.
Okay. So silence of death.
And I'm gonna try to use my stealth break-in sophisticated shit here and convince Penelope to let me in.
That is going to require Dex and a stealth roll for you. Or, no, you know what? Yes, because we have it built into your stealth. Because larceny also covers that.
But I have more in stealth than I do in larceny.
Yeah, I'm looking here. Give me 1 second.
I mean, worst case scenario, I could just use my strength and athletics and pop the door open.
We'll roll dexterity and stealth for now.
Okay. Okay, my hunger is actually down. That's nice. I didn't remember. I couldn't remember where we left me off.
Oh yeah, you also need to roll me a rouse check as well, because you didn't get one at the beginning of last episode. Or at the beginning of this episode.
Okay, so first one we'll do is rouse, because I just hit the button, and that's a 9.
9? Okay, you don't rouse your hunger?
And then I'll just tell you the 5 as I roll them. 4, 4, 5, and 8. What the heck? What
For
the
this
heck?
door? Not gonna cut
This
it.
door hates me. Oh, and a 3. There was 5 in there, so.
For this door, that's not gonna cut it.
Yeah, the door just said no. So now I'm just quietly standing at a door. Very quietly standing at a door. Do we have like location turned on?
On your phone?
Yeah.
That would be up to you. One would assume, however, that you were smart enough to say no.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't necessarily think about anything like that because I'm not technological. So I'm going to text the bone collector, and I'm just going to put a very sad face and a door.
You did remember to let Tyler know to let her in, right? Bone collector?
Technically, what we're doing is we're heading out that door. It better remain still there by the time I get there.
I think if Ottilie is messaging you about the door, she hasn't broken the door yet.
Emphasis on yet.
Yes.
Emoji.
Yeah.
Emoji. Dog sit. Enter. I think that gives a very good indicator. Stay.
So we should go get Ottilie and bring her in, right?
Well, since nobody saw what happened here,
Okay.
and I pretty much had Tyler erase the rest. Don't worry, I still have it saved on my phone.
Okay.
In case we need to look back into it. But as far as I'm concerned, we're going out that door, so it better remain on its hinges.
Yeah. Let's go get Ottilie. And I start making my way towards that door.
You guys managed to make your way to her, pick her up, not a problem, and bring her back in, or whatever you're doing. Basically, go ahead.
Ottilie. Hey. Get in before someone sees.
Fine. So what's the super secret mission that we're at a mall for?
Well, did you smell anything out there that was weird?
No one told me to be sniffing.
Well, I figured if you saw a door, you might have been.
When I see doors, I want to take them home. They are my friend. They are Penelope. I don't think about them being dangerous. I think about them being useful and friend-shaped.
You're friend-shaped, not the door.
She's been like that since we all first came to consciousness about a month or so ago.
Okay.
Yeah, because dogs and wood. Duh.
Okay. Since you're here, now that we're all here, there has to be something about where he went and which direction. And he pulls out his phone and he opens up the CCTV and shows her, showing everyone so everyone can see the replayed CCTV of the guy running around and crashing, getting up and running out a place. Pretty sure we know it's a door. The real question is, since nobody seemed to notice him, that's a good thing. The bad thing, now we have to track him down, because we lucked out tonight.
Yeah.
We won't luck out again. Fates usually have it out for us. We need to find him, and I will ask you all Put your heads together. Search them out.
Is there any type of clothing or anything that's very specific that I might catch a scent on? Or do I just need to go to the place where he was and see if I could pick a scent there?
We'll have to... Go ahead.
He may have touched a door or two.
There's a lot of doors in the mall.
Not just that. This mall, in some areas of it, also double as rather cheap housing.
Yeah. I mean, I could try something if we go back there, maybe, while Ottilie tries to pick out his scent in particular.
It would have to be really specific, like the type of shirt that he's wearing, and hope that nobody else was wearing wool or cotton or whatever he was wearing. Like...
And also, how long ago was this incident again?
It's been a few days.
Oh, yeah. So there's also even the chance that his scent may have faded a fair bit, too.
What I can do is pull a Snow White.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you could probably see if any of the critters around here probably saw him.
There you go. And that's where we'll go. See if they saw something a couple nights ago.
Yep. And while Ottilie does that, I don't know, maybe I can try getting a gleam off of this dude, see if I can pick up anything from him using premonitionary shit, maybe? I am still new to using that. Last time I used it was when we were saving Leah.
Did you look at all of the camera footage? From all of the cameras? Like
anything that had him in.
Like the outdoor cameras? So, because you said like some parts of the mall are cheap housing. So do we have camera footage of him walking down the street away from the mall? Do we have camera footage of him going anywhere else in the mall, like a street cam? Because if we can narrow it down to he lives here, that would be so much easier than just did he exist here at all in the past couple of days.
Yeah.
Did he walk away?
That's a good question. Do you have any technology that you can work into seeing if that is?
We can go back to the security room and we can see if, like, maybe there is some extra footage. I can try to help with that.
Especially with, like, outdoor cams, I would imagine they would beef up to see, in case anybody wanted to try to break in. Like, definitely, let's just go. I would like to go to the security room and just scrub through the footage really quick. I'd
like to assist as well.
I don't have Snow White powers and I don't have premonition. Scribbing through footage is all I got.
And I can assist with that with my science computer skills.
Okay.
There we go. That's what we'll be probably relying on.
Yep.
So
yeah, you guys do that. I'm gonna go talk to some animals.
Yeah.
So while you're doing that, I'm going to take the puppy for a walk.
Yeah, because Puppy hasn't been out for a walk in 2 weeks.
Yeah, Puppy needs to touch some grass.
So, by the by, Tyler is going to be in there.
Okay.
FYI, he's the way in and the way out. Remember that.
Okay.
Okay.
So talk to him to get in, talk to get back out again.
Okay.
Okay.
He's got the rest covered. I would ask where Valerie went, but Valerie's not here yet, so
Val got
we'll say that
distracted
she's
by a poster.
Yep.
No worries. No worries. She's going to be joining us.
No,
Just walking the puppy.
He's distracted by the poster.
No, she's distracted by the music that's stuck in her head now.
Reaches over. Tap, tap. Takes a hold of some material of said arm and escorts.
That works. So we're going to move, since you guys are splitting off into two groups.
We're splitting the party again.
Since we're splitting off into two groups, we are going to start with Ottilie and the Bone Collector. And we're going to focus on that side for a moment. As you guys make your way down the mall strip, to the other end, what are you doing?
Walking.
Thanks, that was helpful.
Alright, so outside, we are looking around for animals right now, I guess. Is that right?
I was more feeling for animals, kind of like trying to shoot a vibe.
Valerie, welcome back to the table. The
Sorry
party
about that.
You're good. The party has decided to split. Elizabeth and Dee are going to the security control room. Ottilie and the Bone Collector are going to see if Ottilie might be able to round up some animals and have a conversation. We assumed that you might be going with Ottilie, but I will leave the choice in your hands.
Yeah, my first impulse is go with Ottilie. A, because I will be useless in the computer room, and B, because somebody needs more than just one set of eyes for watching.
So, you do your thing, call the wild or whatever it is you do. I mean, feral whispers, you know.
Snow
But be
White
careful.
magic. Snow White magic. Snow White magic.
Would you believe feral whispers happens to be a level 2? That's a...
Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow,
Specific.
So first, I'm going to need to know what types of animals you're trying to get in touch with. Sorry, my microphone was muted.
Oh, burbs and squirrels first.
Herbs and squirrels first.
Yes.
Alright, so for each different type of animal, you get to roll me a rouse check. We're going to start with the birds.
Yeah, we already know that my rolls hate me today, so let's see what's happening. Birds were like, screw you.
1 second. Okay. So,
Birds are like, stranger danger.
what did you roll for your rouse check for the birds? So you increase your hunger by 1.
Okay.
And you are going to roll me animalism plus charisma.
I'm gonna message this to you, Blaze.
So I have to find everything on here now. Oh, okay, that's just 3. Make sure I get my hunger in here though. There we go. Okay, so I'll be rolling 3. We have a 9, a 6, and a 3.
Okay, 1 moment, please. A 9, a 6, and a 3.
Mm-hmm.
How many hunger dice do you have? 2?
Because we
So
always
2 of
have to
those
have one,
2 of those
right?
for hunger.
Yeah.
Okay. You manage in one of the trees out back of the building, which is overlooking a sprawling lawn with a bit of a driveway cutting through it, overlooking the river valley. In one of the trees, you do manage to spot a bird who seems to be trying to settle in for the night. And the bird just kind of looks at you as you approach.
I want to talk to you. Since you live here.
I just got here, man.
Have you been here for a few days?
I mean, what's here?
Has this been your home turf?
Turf?
Do you nest around here?
Do you kick it here, yo?
He just looks at you. He doesn't say anything. He just looks at you.
I'm looking for someone who was here. That is a person thing.
There's lots of people around here.
Yes, but this one was loud.
I don't know anybody like that.
You haven't heard anyone yelling?
I only just got here.
Do you know anyone I could talk to that might know?
Again, he just kind of looks at you.
Are there any, have you seen any squirrels that are here, like in the other trees? Because they tend to, stay in their areas.
I mean,
Maybe.
there's some around here, I'm sure. You just gotta look for him. The impression you're getting from this little guy is he's a literal bird brain.
I'm figuring it out, yeah. Okay. You were not helpful at all. Thank you for existing, I guess.
Okay. He just kind of, again, starts to settle in for the night.
I'm gonna look at the bone collector and be like, can I just eat them when they're not helpful?
You need to look for an animal with actual intelligence. I hear corvids are quite smart, and even pigeons apparently have glorious memories.
Or we could go for something a bit more quadrupedal.
I mean, I could get. Well, wait. We could always just call a cat, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Last time I was hanging out with cats, it was Inky and Blinky, and we argue a lot. It was just a very weird thing, and now they're somewhere.
Hey, Blaze. What else do we have around here that's on 4 legs?
Not rats, unless
Coyotes?
you're looking at the legislature.
I was thinking more around the coyote type.
I mean, yeah.
Do we want me to try and call something bigger? I can do a cat. I can try a dog. I haven't tried dogs before. But, hopefully I can call a dog. Stares at dice.
Okay. I have a better idea. I'll call them. You pose the question.
I didn't know you had their number, but okay.
Well, how else do you think I have, little Jerry?
So you didn't actually need me. You just wanted me here, huh?
I like you.
I knew it.
But you're the one asking questions, okay?
That sounds like a bit of a good boy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he makes the call, and you were asking for how much? I'm doing manipulation. with 1 hunger. No, I don't have it. No, I have 1 hunger. Yeah. 1 hunger die. Manipulation, and what was the other?
Oh, we used my animalism and
Animalism. So it's animalism and
charisma is what I
okay.
used.
In this case, it's just going to be animalism and manipulation on this. So 1, 2, 3.
So how
4,
are you attempting to gather them?
I'm a call and feral whispers. I have it.
If you're
then-
trying to have them come, if you're trying to have, so we haven't actually said what you're calling it, but if you're trying to have them come to you and be decent, it's going to be a charisma check, not manipulation.
Okay, you want me to do charisma? All right. Okay, so
You have to be very charismatic.
all right. And it's mice.
What'd you roll?
I got 1 10 and 1 6. The rest have been ones, and my hunger dice is a 4.
Okay, so no bestial fail for your hunger dice. Awesome. How many
Thankfully,
ones did you get?
2. 2 ones.
Okay. How many fails altogether?
3. How many successes? 2.
One moment.
I'm telling you, the dice are against us today.
Did you roll me a rouse check for that, by the way? Wait, Feral Whispers is for. Hold on, Feral Whispers is. Okay.
2. It's a rouse check. I gave you the rouse check with it was a 10.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Damn. Well. I have a better idea.
Val has found herself a spot somewhere and is lying down looking up at the stars. Ooh, pretty.
Ottilie, do you have cheese on you?
I don't think so.
Oh,
All I
okay.
can do is turn into animal mode. I don't know how that's going to help, but I can find an animal in animal mode. You know, howling. It's a thing.
Well, I have a better idea. Why don't you call, instead of birds, why don't you call, I don't know, something more in the walls.
You want me to call a rat or a mouse?
Indeed.
Here in
Mouse.
Alberta, we do not have rats. They are actually illegal.
Yeah, they're invasive everywhere, but...
They are literally against the law.
So we're just going to go with mice. Apparently my call wasn't heard, so you go ahead and try.
That'll be a charisma and an animalism check, and you're going to want to make me a rouse check before you do any of that. Bear with me. Bear with me, guys.
So what? You can't even have a pet rat in Canada?
Nope,
In your
no,
province?
not in where we are.
None? The fuck?
They were such
Why
a
do you-
problem here that rat hunting was actually a legal profession.
Why do you think
And-
I have jury not coming out?
They ran them out of existence here in the province.
We have like actual like rat exterminating teams if there's so much as like a sighting somewhere.
Yeah.
Where like most of our, for a long time, like grains and horticulture is our province's bread and butter. So, you know.
At one point, it used to be a fairly decent living.
Yep.
Did they ran out of the living?
They what?
Then they ran out of the living.
No, they get ratted out.
The jokes.
At first, I forgot to pick what die I wanted to roll, and I kept hitting the button to roll, and it kept giving me zeros, and I was like, don't do this to me! And then I realized, oh, I have to pick the die that I want.
Roll your rouse check for me, please.
7.
Okay, your rouse check is successful. Now, charisma and animalism.
Okay, and 2 of them are hunger dice. So 7, 2, those will be the hunger die, and then another 7. Gimme mouse. Gimme the mouse. Gimme the mouse. See, aren't you glad I'm not a kitty this time? Because mice would not want to be hanging out with me.
Do you think they want to be next to anything bipedal either?
No, but I think they're happier with puppies than they are with cats.
You reach out to call the mice, and nothing happens.
Are there just no mice here?
Looks around. What am I seeing?
How so? Like, what are you looking for?
I'm looking at the environment we are in at present.
This mall has been around a while. It is old. The grounds, while fairly maintained, you can still see the age. You can also see the place where where the food establishments dump things like their grease and their garbage.
Is there a plot where there's trees?
They're kind of all over the yard here, ish.
Should there be mice near the garbage?
No, not necessarily.
Mice are surprisingly clean.
Valerie, what was that?
Mice are surprisingly clean.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? Valerie?
I'm currently lying down on probably I'm assuming there's I'm either on the concrete ground somewhere or on the patch of grass. I'm just staring at the sky.
There's a fair bit of grass here for you to lay down on.
Yeah, she's just lying, just pretty stars.
Okay.
She got bored, and unfortunately, you guys kind of lost her. Sorry.
Okay.
I roll for that kind of shit in the background. It did not go well.
Pulls out his phone, does a quick Google search of indigenous animals to specified Edmonton, Alberta.
There's coyotes, there's all form of birds. There are mice in Edmonton.
You have squirrels,
squirrels,
cats, feral
dogs.
cats, bunnies, depending on where you go.
In the summer, they're really common. You can actually find them hopping across the roads and shit.
Listening closely to the nuanced sounds of the outside at present, besides human.
You can hear things scrabbling around in the dirt. Way off in the distance, you can actually hear a coyote call.
Anything in the sky?
That a coyote is going to be close enough to see the guy we're after, though.
Sorry.
That's not even what I'm looking for at present. You know what?
Anything in the sky? Not at the moment. It's pretty late.
I think the cat network might be the best.
I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to call a big brown bat. Or the horary bat. No, you know what? Horary bat. It's a specific bat. Again, that's a rouse check for me. I got a 6.
Yeah, one moment.
On the rouse check.
Yep, that's fine. You succeed.
Okay. So I should have in total 5. Okay. Well, we'll try mice one last time and see if we can't get one of them or any of them. If I'm hearing them correctly in the grass, I will absolutely...
you can hear them. They're around the building. They are there. They're just not listening to you.
Oh! 4 successes.
You actually get 3 of them this time. As they kind of make their way up to you. You can watch them crawling their way through the grass.
You hear Val in the background. It would have been faster if one of you had a flute.
None of us are Pied Pipers here. I'm sorry, Valerie.
You see their little noses twitching.
Hi!
So, Bone Collector is kind of crouched down, near them, going, "Hello.
What?
I'm the Bone Collector. I'm here on behalf of the biggies." And he points to Ottilie.
What?
We are in search of one that was crazy about 3 nights ago. Have you seen anything?
You're all kind of crazy.
Well, I was meaning this one exceptionally crazy. I mean, running around, screaming, yelling. Probably you didn't understand it, but screaming, yelling in a 3-piece suit. A couple of nights ago.
Do you want to make loud noise?
Yeah.
What?
Do you want to make loud noise?
Yeah.
Very loud noise.
He's not here anymore.
No. Did you see where he may have went? What direction?
Came outside the right side.
Went back inside or outside?
He went outside. We don't go outside. It's dangerous.
You don't go outside. Dangerous outside. Mm. Did you see which door he went?
The one back here. You just the mouse just kind of it's almost like a twitch, but he motions actually to the door that you walked out.
And it was unlocked at that time?
Don't know that word.
Ah. And it wasn't impenetrable?
Don't know that word.
At the time? Uh-huh. And it gave...
I'm just going to say, door open and do this.
Yeah, he kept going. He went away.
Thank you.
Anything else?
I will not eat.
Cheese? Food?
Right over there. And he points to the garbage can.
You've never seen a mouse look really disgusted or disappointed in you as a person before. This is a brand new experience.
Don't look at me like that. Even Jerry had to find his own food.
And with that, your mouse runs off, the other two following behind.
All right.
With that, we're going to cut back to the two in the security office as they walk up to the door. Down the back hall that you guys came out.
Hey, Tyler.
You just hear this like giant sigh, and a moment later you hear a door kind of click. The door opens a little bit.
Hello.
And then the door opens a little wider. Can I help you?
So,
we would like to see throughout the rest of the footage of that day that the madman was here to see if any of the other cameras picked him up.
Especially the outdoor cameras.
Yes.
To see if he went out anywhere. Or we could get a general direction of where he went.
Yeah, I think I can pull this up. It might take me a moment, though.
Take your time.
But
also hurry.
He opens the door and steps to the side, letting you guys kind of walk in. Again, it's a fairly cramped room. There's a lot of monitors and whatnot. And he sits in front...
cool. I was about to ask if there's more than one computer, because then we can both look at different things at the same time.
Yeah.
He sits at a control pad, a keyboard, almost, a control station. And he starts rooting around in the system files, the recordings. And a moment later, on one of the monitors appears feed of that day, everything that wasn't erased.
Okay.
You said the outside cameras.
And other indoor cameras as well.
So I've scoured the inside ones. He didn't appear anywhere other than that strip.
Really?
So I guess just... Do you remember... At the end of your indoor footage, do you know around what door or what area he would have exited the mall, if he exited at all?
Would have been the one at the far end, down towards the river valley, I think, is where he ended up. Don't know what happened to him after he left the building, but...
Are there no other cameras on that strip?
You think we have a budget for that?
Okay. So can you pull up, I guess, all of the outdoor footage of around there, if you have any?
Yeah, he takes a moment. Again, surfs through his files, through his storage. And before long, you see on one of the monitors, the security feed that was there is replaced by a shot of kind of the long driveway and the grass yard, specifically the yard that Val's laying on right now. But you don't see her there. A couple of trees off in the distance, and you can see this. You can see this man kind of you can see him exit the building. So I'm trying to paint this scene. You can see him exit the building, and he stops for a few minutes. And he looks like he's not all quite there.
This is evening, correct?
Evening/night, yeah, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Is this before or after, like looking at the timestamp of the recording, is this before or after his tirade through the strip?
This would be after.
Okay. And how long is he standing there?
It's only a couple of minutes. It's only a couple of minutes.
Now, is he facing the camera or facing away from the camera?
He's facing away from it. The camera is kind of above the door and off to the side. He's staring away from the camera.
I'm gonna look in the direction that he's looking at. Do I see anything in the background?
Nope.
No.
He's not really screaming and yelling at the moment. Elizabeth. Looking at this camera, give me 1 second. Let me double check your sheet here for a moment.
My sheet?
Yes. What do you have listed under insight? I can't quite make that out.
Insight, the human body, and 3.
Yeah, make me an intelligence plus insight roll, please.
Oh, so in insight for me, I have subtle mannerisms. Can I do an intelligence insight as well?
You
so I got
can.
1 hungy and 5 everything else.
And where are my dice?
Rolling hunger dice first. Oh, thank God. It's a good one. Hunger dice is 6.
Hey!
We have a 7, a 6, a 9, a 2, and a 1.
A 7, a 6, a 9, a 2, and a 1?
Yes, and then my hunger dice is a 6.
Intelligence.
That'll do. I'll wait until D gets me her roll.
Okay, because I have 1 hunger dice. I need a D10. Okay, so hunger dice first.
Yeah.
That's a 3. So, intelligence and insight, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so, that means... Okay. So I got a 2, a 10, a 6, and a 3.
Elizabeth notices it. This guy is in the midst of a massive panic attack. Uncontrollable. At least that's what you're getting from the signs that he's showing. From what you can see, he's shaking, he's hyperventilating, and he's frantic. It almost looks like he's frantically looking around before he takes off down the street.
Is this door at like the end of a corridor?
This
What I'm trying to say,
door?
is it like at the door that we're looking at the camera, is there more doors, so more outside cameras following the road so we can follow him running?
Not in this area.
Ah, fuck.
So
I'm assuming that on like the street lamps that's the city's camera security camera system, not the mall's.
Correct.
Probably.
So the
we
mall is
can't tap
actually
into that.
the mall is actually like part of the university. It was built by the university, right?
Okay.
So the university doesn't own anything that's off of the university property. Any cameras that would line the road would be city.
I'm going to ask Tyler, hey, what area is that he just ran off in?
It's out the back door.
Back door?
Down
Okay, so
overlooking the river valley.
River Alley. Okay, so I'm going to message Bone Collector here. Hey, I need you to look at the traffic cameras around River Alley.
Give the timestamp.
And giving timestamps.
And the river valley, I will let you know, is an extensive area. It covers like a good chunk of this city.
Right. Can you hack into the security cams along this street facing the university for River Valley?
River Valley or River Alley?
Valley. V-A-L-L-E-Y.
Okay. Is that a road or an area?
The River Valley is an area that there's a river that runs through like kind of the middle of our city, right? The River Valley is the area that the river sits in. It's literally the valley that goes down to the river. It's what we've named that area, but it encompasses things like walking trails. It's very scenic in a lot of places. If you want to go out for a night stroll and you want to see like a lot of my night shots, for instance, one of the more well-liked shots that I've taken, which is the park bench that actually overlooks the river valley. There's a golf course down there. There's hiking trails. There's I've seen people like rafting up and down. Like it's this entire nature area preserved in the center of our city.
Okay, because I kept hearing alley, so I was like, this very specific road our man is running down.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the road actually on this side follows kind of the river valley down for a bit, but it sits at kind of like the top. Sorry, Ocean, go ahead.
I can try, but you are talking about something a little bit above my pay grade.
Call the Bone Collector. I'm gonna call him.
Oh god.
Ring ring, ring ring.
Hey, so I think in terms of what information we could get from this mall, we've gotten it. considering that we know that he's going to the River Valley area. I think that would be better to bring Ottilie down because there would be more trails and hiking and more animals that you guys could probably talk to.
Okay.
Should we?
We'll see what we can do.
Should we meet you there? Should we meet you outside?
Reconvene at the first door that we came in.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Beep.
Thank you, Tyler, for letting us scrub through these footages.
Thank you, Tyler.
I mean,
I wish you all the best with your search. I mean, it's not every day somebody comes by looking for a crazy man, but, I mean, it is what it is.
I mean...
I want to shake his hand. I want to just... Great working with you. Just... Because I'm... Just shakes his hand like, thank you.
He reaches out to shake your hand. He looks really puzzled for a moment. He looks down, he looks up at you. Are you cold, my dear?
Yeah, it's pretty cold in here.
Really? Because I've got the heat cranked.
It's just, you know, low iron deficiency. I can't keep any heat in these fingers.
Make me a wits and persuasion roll, please.
Wits 2.
Or circulation is a bitch, too.
Persuasion is 2. Wits is 3. Plus 1 hungry dice. So...
I actually have a medical condition that causes that.
Alright, hunger dice is an 8.
Okay.
We have a 7, another 7, a 1, and a 6.
So,
Tyler looks at you and smiles. Good job. Remember, an act as simple as shaking somebody's hand can break the masquerade, my dear.
it's because we don't really feel warm.
And he flashes you... give me 1 second. Let me double check and make sure I'm getting this right. One second. He flashes you a smile, and you see a very decidedly sharp fang in his mouth.
So you remember that thing you did back at the hospital? If you're going to shake someone's hand, you might as well use that.
I hope that you find what you are looking for, so we can get this cleaned up.
I hope so too. Of course,
Thank
if he's... Yes, thank you again.
And with that, he turns back to the monitors, allowing you to find your way out.
I'll just finger gun from now on, just...
We find you, so you two meander your way outside. After a bit of looking around, you do find the bun collector Ottilie and Valerie outside of one of the back doors, heading down in an area that overlooks the river valley. Valerie seems to be sprawled out on a very large patch of grass, and she's just kind of looking up at the ceiling and smiling and muttering to herself.
You mean the stars?
The sky, the ceiling, whatever. Whatever. It's something up there, okay?
Stands over her. Hey!
You enjoying the night sky? We're both just like kind of hovering over her at this point.
She's just kind of like gonna reach out and move your heads out of the way.
Babes.
I'm memorizing.
Babes, we gotta go!
She wants to memorize where all the stars are first. Sorry.
How long is that gonna take you, Val? We ain't got all night.
I don't know how long is that gonna take me.
Bone collector places up where it says it's almost 3:45. We gotta get home.
Yeah.
Fine.
Wait, what time is the sun rising?
I believe Victoria calls it party poopers.
Yes.
It's closer to, I believe.
We'll say it's close enough.
Yeah, it's 3:45. Yeah, getting home is gonna take a half hour.
Oof, yeah. So we're not gonna have much time to go and search in the woods.
In the woods in
The Woodson.
for the moosin.
The woods in
For the woods
The
in
Moosin.
Don't
The
forget.
Woodson.
The moosin.
It's many much moosin.
With that, we are actually going to fade to black here as you make your way home, and we are going to bring this episode to a close. We will pick up next episode, and we'll see what you guys make of things. But for this episode of Edmonton by Night, thank you very much for joining us. We hope you have enjoyed it, and we hope for more shenanigans and debauchery later on down the line.